Hey guys, Adam3K3 here, and this video was actually inspired by the digital distribution, digital versus physical distribution in the gaming industry. After watching Rich from Review Tech USA video about him saying that Microsoft had the right approach and physical games are kind of stupid in 2016, followed by the 1316 killer, which stated that Rich was wrong and that for a number of reasons that physical media is better than digital, and actually the 7th level reviews who actually agreed that physical media is better than digital media, be it in 2016 or whatever. And I actually had what I'm about to say, I had this idea long ago, but after watching those 3 videos and thinking about it, I came to the conclusion even more. First of all, I'm a collector slash gamer. Yes, I game and I collect video games, so meaning naturally I would prefer physical copies to store them. But as time went on, I'm actually leaning now toward the digital distribution for a number of reasons. But before I go into them, let's talk about the benefits of physical game that the killer stated along with 7th level reviews. First of all, physical media can be traded or sold, and it's nice having it on the shelves as a collection item. Yes, you can sell it, you can get it cheap, used game cheap, and you can play it at your friend's house, at your own house. Even if the game is discontinued, you can buy it used and play it. So that's a huge benefit to the physical media. Once it's out, it will never go away, unless it's an online only game, which I will talk about later. So that's a huge benefit to the physical media. We summarize it in 3 things: it will never go away, and the price point, as well as easy trading it off. Now let's go to the digital side. The digital games are mostly heavily discounted very shortly upon release, and you can even find them 30, 50, even 70% off even before they're out, like G2A, CD Keys, and Greenman Gaming. I bought AAA titles for as little as $13, and man, I even bought Batman Arkham Origin before it was released for around $25. I bought the CD key on eBay, activated it, and here I am. So in the price category, the digital distribution wins. Now let's talk about the digital games and the way they are distributed. Yes, I agree with 7th level reviews. Once the game is taken off, you can never be bought legally again. For example, if the stores stopped selling it because of the licensing or whatever, you cannot buy it anymore. And the last point I want to make, that I actually agree, you're kind of at the mercy of the provider. So if Steam decided to change its policies, then you're actually screwed. But let's not forget a very important point. This point is the reason I made the video. All of those points are not against digital distribution itself, but on the DRM. The DRM is the problem, not the digital distribution. While all of you might say, well, digital distribution, DRM goes hand in hand. No, they're not. And the reason I'm saying this is because GOG, Good Old Games, it sells AAA titles, not all of them. It sells amazing titles for a fair price, and it has no DRM. Meaning you can buy the game and install it and play it offline, and even you can give it to your brother to play or friend, but that's not legal as far as the site tells us. It's not legal to trade games and whatnot, but you get the point. You get the game DRM free, meaning you can install it 50 years from now and still have it forever, back it up on a CD and whatnot, meaning that digital distribution can be made right. And actually, I think GOG is the ultimate gaming the ultimate digital distribution platform. Digital distribution should all be done like that. I know many developers will not agree, but that's beside the point. We're talking about digital distribution. Digital distribution can be done right, but it probably will not. So the problem is not the digital distribution, it's the DRM itself. Now let's talk about another point, saying that Once the online only game, the servers are discontinued, you're screwed and you cannot play it anymore. Well, that's actually more of a console problem than the game itself. If you have it on the PC, after the game discontinued, most likely the good folks will make private servers and you will continue to play the game, like Phantasy Star Online and other games, and Matrix Online. So that's actually the console's problem and not the digital or physical copies problem. So that's an important point to note. But overall I agree, I like physical copies. I like to store them and look at them and like play them. I know I'll be able to play Dreamcast games 100 years from now, but that's beside the point. Digital distribution like GOG, DRM free. If I was offered physical copies or DRM free GOG, I would, in 2016 and going onward, I would choose the GOG DRM free version over physical copies. It's getting annoying to store the physical copies. If you're a collector, I don't have that much space in my apartment, and they can be damaged over time. The CDs, DVDs get damaged over time, so that's not something I would like to worry about. Digital distribution, on the other hand, if they are DRM free, you can just copy them to the hard drive and back them up, whatever you like, and play them 100 or even more years. Yes, I can play them online, and I know that Steam allows offline play, but that's like a mess. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I had people like my own brother saying that sometimes offline mode doesn't work, but that's beside the point. Now, anyways, like I said, the DRM is the problem, not the digital distribution itself. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, and let me know in the comment section what do you think about this whole thing. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you in my next video.